On a very, 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 very quiet day in 2019, in the quietest room known to exist on Earth, 5 individuals and a substantial amount of Reese peanut butter cups gathered to explore the deepest corners of the mind of a Reese fan. Known to the world as ASMRTists, these individuals are capable of manipulating sound to create a powerful reaction. Autonomous Sensory Meridian response, also known as the chills.
I've had a lot of thoughts in my life. I've thought about how weird it is that chairs have legs but don't wear pants. Or that windmills always turn counterclockwise, unless you're in Ireland. Or watching footage of windmills outside of Ireland in reverse. Or why an octopus can make ink but can't use a pen. I've thought a lot about what might happen in the future. Like, if we'll evolve an extra eye and then have to change what glasses look like. Or if humans will live on other planets and name them each after Earth, like Earth 2 or Earth 3, and so on. After a while, everyone gets confused about which number Earth they live on. It all seemed so possible. But of all the thoughts I've ever had in my roughly 24 years of having thoughts, I never, ever thought this day would come.
But the day comes every day.
Sunrise, sunset.
Yeah, and eventually the day you were waiting for comes.
I always wait for Wednesday. I know it's not everyone's favorite day, but it's mine.
Wednesday's not bad.
I meant more that we're all here, together, in one place, in the same room, in the same city, in the same country, on the same continent.
We are on the same continent.
That's right.
That's true. We've all never been in the same place all at once.
Unless you count Earth as a place.
I kind of do. I feel like I saw you all last week.
Was it on YouTube?
Yes.
I meant in person.
Then no. I guess ASMR people sort of are lone wolves.
I like sheep better. Why can't it be called lone sheep? They're calmer.
I can be a bit of a lone sheep.
Not today, though, right? It's kind of nice.
It's better than nice. It's a historical moment.
I have tingles.
If I liked screaming more than whispering, I'd be screaming with joy. But I don't like screaming, so whispering with joy.
Can I tell you all a secret, though? I take a really long time to eat Reese.
Seriously? Yes. Like a really long time. I have a secret too. I take a really long time to eat Reese.
Know it. I take a
I think we can cut this short and agree that we probably take a really long time to eat a Reese. Right?
Right.
It pretty much takes me a year.
That's 7 dog years.
And 18 goat years.
strangely, like 3 donkey years. We're we in the middle of something.
I didn't know that this was such a thing.
Seems like a thing.
It's a thing.
Thing. Confirmed.
I wonder what would happen if we all ate our Reese together.
At the same time.
Wow. We would find the ultimate way to eat Reese. No, wait, the best. No, I had it right the first time. We discover the ultimate way to eat Reese.
The whole world would get tingles.
Whoa. That sounds dangerous.
Dangerous.
I think nice.
That does sound nice.
I feel like this is the beginning of a movie. Like something big is about to happen.
That would be a really quiet movie.
You can never open it right away, right?
Does a clown show up to the circus without a full face of makeup?
I don't know. If they did, how would I even know? You know that feeling when you just finished watching something unsettling and bleak on TV? Holding a pack of Reese is the exact opposite of that feeling. I treat it like I treat opening a present, you know? You can't just rip it open. You have to take your time with it. Savor each step. My favorite part is when my mind wanders while I'm doing this. I kind of just let my thoughts take over. I start to wonder, why do I take my time eating Reese? Why do I spend hundreds of minutes, tens of thousands of milliseconds, hundreds of thousands of nanoseconds? I didn't even know how quick a nanosecond was until I started spending this much time on this part of eating my Reese. It's like there are two voices in my head. One voice is saying, do it now, do it, eat it, right now, now, cup, 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 mouth, eat, now, chew, go, do it. And the other voice is saying, take your time, go slow, go slow. It's like that voice has been whispering in my ears. First in my left ear, then in my right ear, but usually left, and then left again, and then back to right. Reese, 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 Reese. Sometimes, if I let the voices argue for too long, I get confused and end up eating a sandwich. But today, I will not eat that distraction sandwich. Today, I will eat my Reese.
What if we all did that?
I put it like that, Reese really doesn't sound like a word. Maybe I'm not using it in the right sentence to test it. But then again, everything is a word. Even word is a word. So Reese is a word. I like that. I like how it's spelled too. R-E-E-S. Or you can spell it a weirder way. The 18th letter of the alphabet, then the 5th, and then the 5th again, and then the 19th letter, and then the 5th again. Or you can get even weirder and describe the letter as a capital P with an extra little leg. 3 number 3s facing the wrong way. And snake letter, that's what I call S's. I agree. S is the snake letter because it's squiggly and it sounds like a snake. That sounds like something a snake would want to tell you in a library. Psst. What something do you want to tell us? I hope it's something good.
Well, it sounds good to me. Do any of you ever do this before you eat your Reese?
No, but I want to. And now I am.
That's like we're all about to handle these Reese packs. Get it, like, with our hands.
Looks like we did handle all this Reese.
Hand buttons are so underrated.
Can you hand me that Reese?
That's not a pun. For it to be a pun, the Reese would have to be in the shape like a hand. No. You've got it all wrong. You would have to have a handle to carry it with.
Let's move on.
I like the sound of stretching a lot, but I like the sound of sliding even more. I wonder if that has anything to do with the fact that I like slides more than I like doing yoga. Slides make a nice slidey sound. Yoga doesn't have enough sliding.
There's some sliding.
But not enough. I might feel different if I could do yoga while going down a slide, but I can't. I'm not sure if that explains why I like doing this so much.
Oh, and I can do portraits too. I'll do yours. And then I do regular geometric shapes, like a triangle. A circle. Dodecahedron. I think that's what a dodecahedron looks like. But I think I like doing these shapes because they have a lot of sides. And I like to think that I have a lot of sides too.
I have as many sides as a rhombus. The best shape to slide is a dinosaur.
I have to go with the heart shape. Hearts are pretty important.
You need one to live.
I slide mine in the shape of a noodle.
Isn't that just a line?
A line could be a shape.
Touche. What shape is this?
That's not a shape.
Or a slide. That's a scratch.
Right.
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 I liked it.
I like that you liked it. Scratching these little ridges makes me feel like I have a little pointy orange pet porcupine that enjoys a good scratch. I like your brain. I don't think I can wait anymore. I know I can't wait anymore. It's that time.
Yes, it's time.
When I feel open, my Reese, I choose where I begin like it's the most important decision in the world. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's the least important thing in the world. But peeling something can feel like a very important moment. Like when I'm walking down the street and I see a lost cat poster with the phone numbers dangling off in strips. I love cats. I I want to have the number in case I see the cat or the cat sees me. But then I realize there are only so many phone numbers you can put on a lost cat poster. And then they'll all be gone. And nobody will know who to call if they find the cat. So I like to stand on guard by the poster just in case, feeling compelled to tell everyone the phone number so they can write it down or remember it instead of, tearing up the poster. It's a very important job. And in the end, the cat is found and everyone's happy. Did you get what I'm saying?
I was very confused by the whole thing.
I didn't understand it.
I definitely liked it, but I definitely liked my way too. That's fast. Did you hurt yourself? I may have pulled something, but I just don't feel it yet.
People always say my way or the highway, but I like both our ways. So we can each have our own highway, and both of them are really good to drive on.
I'm not sure which of your highways I want to be on yet. Can you show me the way to the on-ramp?
Loose analogy may have run its course.
It's like an orchestra, but if all the musicians were holding Reese packs. That would be a very interesting orchestra.
That orchestra wouldn't be able to play many songs. One song, tops.
It would be a pretty good song, though, if I were in an orchestra. This would be my instrument.
Which end do you blow it to?
We're not literally talking instruments.
Right. We're talking about how we eat Reese. I like to be hands-on with my Reese. When I'm opening it, these scissors are my hands. The handle is my palm. The non-handle is my fingers. It's probably not called a non-handle, but I prefer that over steel fingers. That sounds more like a band name. Please welcome to the stage, Steel Fingers. That would be a cool band name.
Best band name ever. I can see their career right before my eyes. Steel Fingers uploads a demo called Fingers of Steel that blows up overnight.
The first album, Thumb of Wisdom, is a hit. The sophomore slump hits harder. One of the band members decides to leave the headlines in the newspaper the next day. It says the biggest hand in music loses its lead finger.
The remaining fingers eventually all go their separate ways into obscurity until they're reunited into a single hand. Once again, on a reunion tour, sponsored by Hand Lotion. The tour is called Hand Waves Goodbye. Steel Fingers Farewell Tour. You are certifiably obsessed with hand puns.
Anyway, sometimes I pretend that my steel fingers are giving my Reese a little haircut. I snip off the little pointy ridges, one at a time. First on the right, then on the left. Sometimes fast on the right, sometimes slow on the left. Snip, a little bit at a time until the pack is open. You end up with these little bits everywhere, and it's like confetti. You can spread it around, throw it in the air, or just leave it where it is. But once you've snipped and snipped down to the ends, the pack is open. You just can smell the peanut butter and chocolate fill the air.
Please say you brought enough scissors for everyone.
Does a cat have elaborate plans for world domination that it can't achieve because it's a cat?
I think so.
You know, you and I are like twins, but not like identical twins. And especially not the kind that you see in scary movies that whisper weird things and dress the same and are usually ghosts. We're kind of the twins that look like they're not twins.
Fraternity twins.
Yes, fraternity twins. I love cutting open packs of Reese, but I love being precise and meticulous about it. Using scissors to do it makes it feel like you would feel if you were turning a tiny doorknob with a pair of boxing gloves, or walking on a tightrope with a scoop of flippers. Neither of those things sound precise or meticulous. So, what do you do instead? Why tell you when I can show you? Watch carefully. Soap cutting videos inspired me for this, and I've never looked back. Hey, don't get me wrong. The sound of cutting your back into 1,000 pieces, it's breathtaking. But I find the nicest moments are the really slow. They're always going somewhere. And of course, the sound my bag of Reese makes when I pull the glue apart. That was so freaking satisfying. I agree. But why are we talking like this? We can stop.
We can't stop. We've only scratched the surface of the surface of the surface of a bag of Reese.
With our fingernails.
Exactly.
Let's do this. ASMR drum roll, please. You look lost in thought. I got lost in them all once.
Same.
I'm lost right now.
What's on your mind? I'm not lost in thought. I'm sending a coded message. No way. Really? Are you a spy? Can you talk to ghosts? Yes. No. And yes. It's Morse code. Wow. What are you saying? Complete gibberish.
Where are you sending it to?
Myself. The message said, I know exactly which end I want to slide my Reese cups out of. you squeeze the last little bit of toothpaste out of the tube.
Exactly.
That's better than the way I've been getting the last bit of my toothpaste out.
How have you been getting the last bit of your toothpaste out?
I haven't.
Oh, I just thought you had a special way.
Have any of you ever tried tipping?
I tip 20% because I'm a nice person.
I mean, Reese tipping.
That makes me feel the same way lighting a firework does. It's like you sparked the fuse and we're waiting for it to shoot up into the air. Except Reese cups don't shoot into the air or explode. Here comes the first one. 1. That's my second favorite number because my favorite number is 2. And once you get to 1, you're not too far from 2. There it is. Number 2. 3 is good too. Good things come in 3s. And Reese comes in 3s. And they're good. So it must be true. And 3. You know, there's something so satisfying about the number 3. Like movie trilogies and French hens and tricycles. I changed my mind. My favorite number is 3.
It's a good number.
It's also what you get when you add 1 and 2. What? I know. We all know.
I call it Reese picking. It's like I take my index finger and my thumb and pick out my Reese cups from inside the package. It's kind of like berry picking, except for I'm not picking berries. It's not like that. Maybe it's more like berry pinching, but again, not berries.
It looks more like a claw. A tiny little robot claw.
Lobsters have claws. Crabs have claws too.
Both can pinch.
They sure can.
You're like a human lobster searching inside that bag of Reese for something to pinch onto.
Aren't we all?
That's incredibly profound.
Have you all eaten a dinner where a nice tablecloth was involved? I've never eaten a nice tablecloth.
I think she meant a tablecloth that's laid out on the table under the food.
Why would anyone put their food directly on the tablecloth? What a mess. I'm thinking what you're thinking. When your waiter pulls out the tablecloth from underneath all the plates and stuff like a magic trick, but without the wand. Exactly. Or at least it's fun to try. I saw someone do that once. They weren't a magic waiter. One of these days, I'll get it as perfectly as your magician waiter. And when that day comes, well, I'll be really impressed. I have 2 words for you. Leap and frog. I have to say, that's a pretty creative way to get your Reese out of the bag. I started when I was a kid. I had the imagination the size of a planet. Pluto? No, a bigger planet. And an actual planet. I used to play leapfrog when I was a kid too, but it wasn't what you're talking about. First of all, there weren't other kids. It's a game you play by yourself. And I made it up. And I just happened to call it leapfrog. I would cover myself in green paint and then wear green clothes. And then I would cut out big cardboard circles and then put them along the floor. And then I would pretend they were lily pads and jump from one to the next. I have a very high score of 532 points, the all-time high score. Thank you.
Does being the queen of leapfrog come with any duties, compensation, benefits?
All of the above.
I would like to be a prominent member of your kingdom. I'm sorry. Are we all just gonna pretend that there aren't a bunch of perfect, beautiful, round Reese cups sitting on this table that are currently making no sound at all?
I got distracted by the kingdom thing.
Okay, fair enough. So am I, but that's not the point. Don't you see? We're already the kings and queens of something special. And we're doing something that will go down in history books. Not the kinds of history books that will be taught in schools. No, it'll be the kind of history book that isn't real because it's part of this particular speech. And if they did exist, they would be in some weird part of the library in the back where there's a lot of dust. Not because it's not interesting. It's just a really, really specific topic. And then you'd have to pull a book to make the bookshelf open up to a secret passage like you see in the movies, and that has even more perfect, obscure books in it. It's time we all move forward, plow ahead, go forth, and generate movement in a direction that is headed in the direction that we need to go. What say you, friends? Was that not a good speech? Oh, it was amazing. It's just, I think we were all wondering where that movie, soundtrack just came from. Okay, good. To be honest, I was kind of wondering the same. Because, as you know, we're not in a movie.
I was definitely wondering where that sound came from. Hello? 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 Oh. Oh. Hello? Hello?
What's the most perfect sound in the world? I guess I should have said, what's the most perfect sound in the world to me? It's the sound that happens right before I take the wrapper off my Reese. This is the best part. Okay, close your eyes. Don't open them because that's cheating. And feel like you're hearing another sound all together.
That's crazy. It's a cat. This cat sounds different. What do your cats sound like? Just as I suspected, 5 different cats. Don't get me wrong, cats are awesome. But I have to tell you guys, nothing beats the sound that I would trade all other sounds for. My single greatest passion.
What's that?
Gear sounds.
What?
The sounds of gears. All those in favor of me explaining Reese gears by showing you instead of telling you, say I. I. The eyes haven't. Can I borrow these?
Think of all this is amazing.
I totally get it now. Gear sounds. And the more you add, the better the gears sound. Yes, more gears. More gears.
How about half clones? Half clones for life. 1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. If you guys like counting your Reese when you have 3, you should try counting every single Reese here. There has to be like a lot.
1,
2,
3, 4,
which wouldn't be that bad. Did I miss my chance to do the Reese thing?
No, you're right on time.
Speaking of time, doesn't this sound like a clock ticking in a big empty room?
It really does sound like a clock ticking.
Tick, 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 tick. Wait, tick. Don't clocks also have a talk? You're only doing the ticking. It's a weird clock that doesn't have a talk, and I control all the ticking. I can make the clock tick as fast as I want, or as slow as I want.
Okay, that's weird. Everything feels slower than it did a minute ago. Does anyone else feel that?
So, big secret. Never told anyone. I can control time. I wanted you guys to really savor that moment that the paper separates from the Reese cup. I hope I made a difference today. I'm not a hero, but I hope I made a difference.
The difference you've made has left everything different. Now we'll know, no matter what happens, how we play with our wrapped Reese cups or what tingle-inducing sounds we make. Whether we count or tap our Reese cups, or make them purr, or make gear sounds, we'll always know that at the end of the road, we're all the same.
Okay, that was amazing. But now things feel like time is moving faster.
No, it's not.
personal note, this is the fastest I have ever gotten to this part of eating my Reese. So that's pretty exciting. But not as exciting as what we are about to do. We are literally about to create 5 of the most perfect sounds that have ever been made by something that can create sound.
I kind of think tuba is the perfect sound because it's music, but it's also funny.
Doesn't that make it music and not a sound?
Music is a sound.
I'm not sure it's relevant.
I don't like tubas at all.
I personally find the tuba terrifying.
I've never met anyone with tubaphobia. Now that we have that diagnosis out of the way, can I show you how I multiply my Reese cups? You're a sorcerer. I was once for Halloween.
Not sure that you created more Reese cups, but my brain is still impressed, and my ears are even more impressed.
We can't not all do this, right?
It's nice to let a sound speak for itself. Like the sound of rain. That's the rain's way of talking. It's best just to listen to it fall instead of trying to ask it questions. You talk to the rain. When it's raining, yeah. You have to listen very closely. Rain can tell you what clouds are like in person. It reminds me to drink lots of liquids, but strangely, never recommends water. It tells me which of my plants need water and which don't, which my cactus really appreciates the few times a year it talks.
What a coincidence. The first time that I discovered the sound of peanut butter going in 2 separate directions was during a rainstorm.
Under what strange circumstances is peanut butter going in 2 separate directions?
You might say the circumstance in which peanut butter is traveling 2 separate directions
this point of eating my Reese, I'm all about smooshing. Smooshing. No, smooshing. Go with what's in your heart. Smooshing it is. Even gravity needs a little helping hand sometimes.
Oh, that's sweet. And it sounds like a song. Is that a song?
I'm positive it's a famous song. Hey, now that we're speaking of hands, can you hand me the knife? See, I'm less about schmooshing than I am about serving my Reese to myself in thin, perfect slices, like bread.
Wait, you know how to slice bread perfectly? That's amazing.
And Reese, yes.
You're not an artist. You're like a chef who's also an artist. I never thought the sound of a Reese cup being sliced could sound so good.
If you think sliced Reese sounds good, you haven't heard it sliced again.
Impossible.
Anything is possible if you believe or make it into a movie, because in movies, anything's possible.
I officially have tingles.
Don't try this at home, kids, unless you have parental guidance or supervision.
Who are you talking to?
Not sure, really. Something made me say that. Some force I can't control.
That's a really random thing to say.
I know, right?
There is another force here that can't be controlled.
There is. Is it the weather?
No.
The gradual shifting of the tectonic plates.
No.
What then?
We have to eat them.
I can't wait another second. Well, a second has passed, so I guess I can wait a little longer.
This is destiny. Yes, this is destiny. Just look around. Look at all we've accomplished today. Look at all we've learned. All the wonderful and weird ways we eat our Reese. I'd be surprised if this day didn't one day turn into an award-winning and some strange feature-length movie script. It's that important. There is a reason we're all here together. It's been preordained since the dawn of time. We were meant to eat these Reese together.
All for one.
And 5 for 1.
That's not how that goes.
There's 5 of us.
I won't disagree with that.
Are you all ready?
I'm afraid
Of what?
of nothing. I'm hungry.
Well, that was interesting.
Agreed.
How do we get out of here?
How did we even get in here? Hello?